area as we get nearer the settlements for growing. It's an agricultural area and it's an agricultural center. So we'll visit with Dave Wickham first, and he'll give us a quick tour and show us how they harvest and how they make the wine there, how they squish the grapes and ferment them and put them in barrels and get them ready, and how they bottle them, label them, and get them ready for market. We'll have a chance to taste also, and that's the fun part of the tour, is the tasting. So, and visiting with Dave, he's a really awesome guy. So we'll have lunch there. We have a nice little deck and patio that looks out over some neat acreages of vineyards. We have a great dog named Max, who's a great Pyrenees, who is just a lovey.
Because the wine actually, at this point, even has alcohol in it. So actually, just will keep any kind of infections that might start on the surface from occurring.
Then we'll head on down south further into the basin, and we'll go to a couple of more vineyards and processors. One is going to be called the Heart of the Desert, or Eagle Ranch, and their predominant crop is pistachios, but they've networked out and started seeing how well grapes are doing in the basin. So they've started a couple of vineyards, and now they're growing. They don't make the wine there, but they do send it out either to the Tularosa vineyard, or they'll send it to Deming or some places in Albuquerque who will make the wine for them there. So they don't produce, but they do sell from the grapes that they grow there near the site. So a lot of this feed is going to go to his horses. He's the guy that owns the Redoso Downs and has all the... Then we'll head back up toward Tularosa, and we'll go into a little area called Arena Blanca, which is white sand winery or vineyard. And we'll visit with the McGinns, and they started grapes as a hobby because, again, their first love was pistachios, because the area, the climate is very conducive to grow pistachios also. So Tim McGinn planted a small, just a small acre of grapes to see how well they did, and decided that it was something they wanted to expand on.
For those of you that just joined us, the name of our winery is Arena Blanca Winery. These are the 12 acres of grapes that we produce here. We get about 35,000 bottles out of the tons that we produce. This year it came out to be 12 tons of grapes because we did have a late spring. And after aging the reds for about a year, we bottle. After aging some of the other wines, we bottle after 3 to 6 months. Also produce, this year will be our first year producing blackberry wine. We also buy other local fruit crops, apple, apricot, pomegranate, and cherry. And you'll have the opportunity to try those as well. Now, my husband is the winemaker, so he has some real technical questions. I might get them. But my chief job is I get to sample the wines and say, yeah, I think that's ready. Let's try this.
The next vineyard is called Dos Viejos, and it's the newest one. And there's a significant amount of acreage. I don't even think they know how many acres they have, but they're growing some fabulous grapes out there. And it's out in the farmland near Tularosa, which is a pretty drive. You'll enjoy seeing some of the other farmland out there. And if they're open, I'm hoping that the co-owner will be there. If not, we've been given permission to drive in the area and look at the vineyard and look at the building and let you familiarize yourself with the area so that you can come back, because you can always come back once you know your way. And that'll be it for the day. So we'll have plenty of time for wine tasting, plenty of time to buy. We'll have a great lunch, and we'll just make a wonderful day out of it. I'll start by telling you a joke that one of the ladies I worked with told me about wine, and she said there were nuns at a convent, and the Mother Superior called all the nuns into the room, and she said, "Sisters, we have a case of mononucleosis in the convent." And there was a gasp through the sisters. Everybody was whispering and talking, and the oldest nun, who was in her 80s, stood up and she said, "Thank goodness, I was getting so tired of the Chardonnay."